Welcome back to Let's Chunk. You all know the drill. After 3 episodes, 5 questions, 15 seconds each. Short jobless of pure marketing insights suitable for anyone's LLM strategy. Again, for the record, I'm not endorsing chunking. It's just the name of the show. I'm not like getting into anything like that. Blowing chunks with me today about AI agents is Wix's head of SEO and AI search communications. You might remember her from podcasts like Surf's Up. We're back for 5 minutes. It's Crystal Carter.
Hello, Mordy. How you doing?
This is great. People are going to be like, oh, you guys back again?
We're coming with the chunky and the smooth. That's what's going on.
I like, okay, wait.
Okay.
Are you smooth or chunky? Like, I'm smooth peanut butter.
I like chunky peanut butter. I also enjoy smooth. I'll tell you what. On a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like we're talking like Welch's grapes, like the jelly on like Wonder Bread, on that situation, it's going to be smooth all day because then you get the thing where you squeeze the bread and then it comes out.
Yeah. Bread. I never thought of that. No,
that's for that. But if we're talking about like an artisanal loaf with like some like with like a conserve, with like a strawberry conserve, like something French or something like bon
You
maman.
lost me already. Like,
okay,
left the white bread and the.
I'm saying if we're talking about like a brown seeded like artisanal like we're going chunky. We're going chunky.
So if you're having peanut butter and jelly on rye, you're eating it.
Why am I putting peanut butter and jelly on rye bread?
I don't know why you're putting it on.
Rye is delicious. Why would I put it? No, but like if you've got like a lovely like loaf with seeds and like nutty like kind of thing going on, like I would do a chunky.
All right, fine. All right, agree to disagree. Okay, so for real, we're talking about AI agents today. You have not seen these questions at all.
Nope.
No, this is what's great about it.
Hopefully.
15 seconds. I always forget before each episode so far to bring a timer. So it's in my head. So whatever I decided, okay. 15 seconds. We had Anno on last week and she shouted you out, by the way.
Yay!
Yeah. And 15 seconds was not 15 seconds. And his 15 seconds is different than everybody else's.
Okay.
But first question, is Agentic AI really here? Does the tech hold up yet?
Yes, it is here. So if you look around, you'll see all these different agentic protocols. You'll see the UCP and the ACP and the A2A and the AP2 and the MCP and the NL Web. And it's like you get a protocol and you get a protocol and you get a protocol. All of that sort of stuff. That's essentially, we're writing the rules. We're essentially laying the foundations for the agentic web, for a web where agents can actively, go forth and make decisions and do stuff. And so as those things are being created, yes, the agentic web is here. So Wix has become an official signatory on the Agentic Commerce Protocol. We are the only CMS that is an official signatory on the Agentic Commerce Protocol. And that means that we are going to be actively shaping that protocol as it develops so that people can buy and purchase on OpenAI. So this is something that's really important. MCP, really fantastic for agents. NL Web is another thing that Wix has been involved with. So we are one of the lead partners on NL Web, and that's come from Microsoft, and that's specifically for, making sure that, people can communicate semantically, but also it helps with
15 seconds.
Agents. No, fair. I could go on for ages. I'm going to look at the timer. There's a timer on the recording. I'm going to look at that. Okay.
I'm just like, I'm going in my head. That's how I roll. So wait, by the way, since we're pitching things, check out the SE Ranking app inside of Wix. You can pull in some AI research in there. So check that out. Also, so the AI Agentic is here. Great. What does that mean for performance marketers, though?
For performance marketers, this means that you can have more levers to be more visible with your users. So being active in the agentic web helps you. So for instance, we have recently rolled out at Wix, there is now a tool an app in ChatGPT, which uses our agentic web developer, Wix Harmony. And you can go into ChatGPT and say, I would like to make a website, and it will do that.
Which brings to my next question. How quickly then should teams move on agentic AI? I just want to point out the flow of those questions. But anyway, how quick, that was a good job by me. Pat, how quickly should teams move on agentic AI?
So I think that this is a stay ready so you don't have to get ready situation. If you had to do one thing right away, I would say that you should make your MCP configured. So you should get your MCP set up and available. But and if it's already available, then you should try to maximize ways for it to connect to different tools that your users need.
Yeah, especially if you're in markets like a lot of this stuff is US only. So if you're in, to say, the UK is another market, this is okay. Let's see what's going on there, and it gives you a chance to see how it all plays out. Question number 4: what is your blandest agentic AI prediction?
My blandest.
Yeah, most boring. Like, this is super obvious. That's a hard question. I was gonna go boldest, but then I changed it to blandest because I knew it'd be a harder question.
I think if you had to understand one thing about agents, it's just that agents do stuff. You need to understand that. They don't just look at your website. They want to do stuff on your website. So if you have a website that just says we sell bananas and there's no place to buy the bananas, then like you should make a thing for people to buy bananas.
Speaking of buying, this rolls perfectly. What's one thing you would never let Agentic AI buy for you?
Clothes. I don't buy clothes online. I buy clothes in person. I need to try them on. I need to feel the fabric. I need to see what's going on. I don't buy clothes online.
Interesting. I thought you were gonna say like a husband, but okay.
Who's buying husbands?
I don't know. I buy clothes online. My kids are like, why do you have the same pair of jeans? Because I order them online and I know they fit.
I am somebody who wishes that I had bought 3 of the same coat that I bought 10 years ago because it died recently and they stopped making it. And now I'm heartbroken.
This is what happens as you get older. Bonus question. I'm asking every guest the same question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is an llms.txt file? It's just a tongue twister.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10. 1 being least important, 10 being most important.
If you were building with agents, then I would say that it's probably about a 4 or 5 because agents can use llms.txt, and Google says this in their software developer kit. It says that you can use the llms.txt for grounding for your agents. So you can use it to tell the agent, where to find the things that they need and to guide it with what it's doing. Anthropic also recommends this. AWS recommends this. This is the thing that's recommended extensively.
I was kind of hoping you would say like a 10 because Barry Schwartz said a 2, and I was going to go like on social like, hey, Barry said it's a 2. Crystal said it's a 10. Have at it.
I'm somebody who thinks that I'm literally working on this for the book I'm writing. I'm in that section. I say that really it comes down to experimentation. You should be experimenting. You should be finding out what works for you. It's called web development, not web establishment. Try new stuff.
Okay, and before I end, it's not a question, like it's a question technically, but like real quick, what's something that you want to pitch? Which people check out? I should have done that in the beginning. Market's got to market. I apologize.
So I write a lot of my findings and I get to speak to lots of intelligent and clever people on the Wix Studio AI Search Lab. Go there, find information about tools, about tactics, about strategies for AI search, and including all of my opinions on llms.txt.
Nice. Okay, good. And that's it. That's all the spewing of hot chunks we have for you today. Don't forget to follow Crystal Carter on LinkedIn, Instagram, yes. All of them?
Yes, on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram, but I've had to take a break.
Don't forget to look out for a new episode of Let's Chunk next week on the SE Ranking LinkedIn platform, channel, whatever you want to call it. I'm in all of the SE Ranking social media platforms. Like and subscribe. You can't like and subscribe to a LinkedIn, but like and subscribe anyway. Make sure again to check out Crystal Carter on social and the Wix AI Search Hub and all of SE Rankings content on YouTube on our website. Goodbye for now until we chunk again.